Hello, welcome everybody to another quick vlog. This is just going to be a quick little vlog. Um, I wasn't going to make any videos during the week, mostly because of the nature of my new job, and not much time to myself really during the week. Obviously, I've got more time to myself on the weekends. So that's when, if I do make any videos, it will most likely be weekend uploads. But I just thought to just come do a quick vlog and just have a little chat instead of I know I did a live stream a couple of days ago, and so there's not going to be too much more. Not going to be really anything new. Discussed really in this vlog. It's just kind of just thought to just upload something, just get a video out. So yeah, obviously been at work today. Started my second week at my new job, and now that everything's sorted out and I'm actually in the section I applied for in the first place, things are a little bit more simpler, more straightforward in a certain sense. There's still issues, mostly in regards to language barriers. The good thing in my section is there's at least two or three people, including myself. Well, no, four of us, including myself, that can speak pretty good English or is English. The rest are either Polish or whatever, and so it's quite difficult sometimes in order to understand what I'm doing wrong or to get an explanation of what I'm doing and that. So that when I first started, that was a little bit of a confusing thing to try and get around. When basically I've never done factory work in my life. I had an inkling. I was told by a few people that it would be a fast-paced environment, and I kind of went into it knowing that. But at the same time, I've never done that kind of work before, and it was a steep learning curve. And the way that I can say is they seem to just expect you to be able to do the job without any help, basically. That's kind of the basic ins and outs of what I'm trying to say. Even though when I applied, it did say that training will be provided, and I've not actually had any training. I've basically just had really broken English and people shouting at me because I've done something wrong, and the way that they kind of explain it is that they just do a really, really basic demonstration of what I'm supposed to do, and then the most of it is just shout and point. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to understand what shout and point is? How the hell am I supposed to understand that? But but now that I'm actually in the section I actually applied for in the first place, it's a little bit easier to communicate in there, and the guy in charge is actually a real nice guy. He speaks real good English. He is foreign, but he's really, really good English. And I can talk to him, and he always asks me whenever he sees me if I'm alright, if I'm understanding things in that department. And so at least he cares, and at least he's doing his job right. So that's good. So second week at the new job, that's gone by pretty quick. So see how things go, I guess. It's one of those things. I mean, it's a new job, new people, new environment. First time ever working in a factory environment. I've never done that before in my life. And basically my whole working life has been retail work, except for a stint of stewarding, crowd control at that KC Stadium, or now known as what's the name of it now? I think it's MKM Stadium. It's called now because they sold it to a building merchant called MKM. I don't know if anyone else outside of Hull know what MKM are. I've no, I don't know. I mean, but anyway, so basically, a building merchants have bought the licensing rights to the stadium, so it's now called MKM Stadium, not KC or KCOM anymore. But anyway, so yeah, I used to be a steward, and that was my first actual paid job, which I did kind of as like a bit on the side of doing college and things of that nature. And so I did that for quite a while, actually, a good maybe between 3 and 5 years, I think I did that for. And then my first actual job that I actually got was Asda, so I was there for 10 years. And then obviously Morrison's for a little over a year, about a year and a half roughly. And now this place. So this is like the first actual, what I would call proper work. And that might sound really bit of a dickish thing to say. But no, I mean, work is work. Whatever job you do, it's work. You're earning money. It doesn't matter what you do. End of the day, the main thing, you're earning money. That's the main priority. That's the main thing. But what I'm trying to get at is that this is a proper manual job. It's manual labour, and I prefer jobs where I'm on the go more. I don't like it when I'm lollocking around or feel I'm lollocking around because there's not much to do. And obviously with this job, I don't have to contend with customers anymore, which is one big thumbs up that I'm very happy about, because the customers, throughout me being at Asda and throughout me being at Morrison's, the customers were the main headache for me, and not just me, everybody that I worked with. Everybody knew just how bad some of them were, and to basically just be belittled by people that go to university and saying, "Oh, I've got a degree," it obviously doesn't take a real bright spark to be able to do a till or to put some shopping through, things of that nature. And I've had all that shit in my face. I've had foreigners basically kind of saying stuff under their breath in a foreign language, obviously in Polish or Romanian or whatever, and I don't know what they're saying, but obviously I can tell just by body language alone what they're saying or meaning. Obviously they're taking the piss. So yeah, I've had threats of being kicked the shit out of in the car park after I finish my job, things of that nature. I've been threatened for just basically doing my job. So basically, it's retail. Retail is not for the faint of heart. It really isn't. It's an easy job, but it's not for the faint of heart, because you really have to have something about you where you can just either blank it out or give them a bit back, but in a very clever way so that you don't get fired. And I don't really have much of that. I'm not very good with confrontation. It depends on the seriousness of the situation. Say if somebody had a go at like a friend of mine, or a close friend, if somebody came up to said something really bad about, if I was there and I witnessed and I heard something really bad, that was meant, that was to a friend or whatever, or to a family member, basically anything like that, I will basically just go fucking apeshit on that bastard. I really do. That is the only time that I will grow a backbone, is in those situations. But if it's about me, if someone says something bad about me, I will either just either ignore it, or I won't be as in confrontational. If somebody was to say something in regards to myself, I would just say, all right, whatever, piss off, kind of thing. I'm not gonna worry about it a little bit, if it's me. But if it's a family member or a good friend or close friend, I will defend that person, and that's my mum. That is my mum. I take after my mum in that regard. My mum was one of the most really down to earth. She would give you the last 5p in her purse. She would listen to you. She would try and help you, support or what anybody that needed it. She was a really down to earth person. But if she heard or caught anybody say something bad about me, or my dad, or my grandparents, or anybody, my God, it was like Jekyll and Hyde. It really was like that transformation of the woman that she generally was to I'm going to fucking kill you now kind of thing. It was quite a reversal. So that's basically where I get it from. I get it off my mother. So basically, you don't fuck about with mothers. That's basically it. You do not fuck about with mothers because, you will get your comeuppance. Let's just put it that way. So that's today's vlog, really. I just thought to just come on and just say hello because I've not really been active on my channels. I'm just going to chill out for a little bit more. I've probably go to bed around about 10 or 11 o'clock. I'm at work again about 9 in the morning. Until 7 in the evening. So I got to be up, I think, about 7ish, 7 or 7 in the morning. It's not too bad, I guess. It's better than having to wake up at 3 or 4 in the bloody morning, like I was before. So it's not too bad. At least I get a little bit more sleep, a little bit. But anyway, so thank you very much for watching. So thank you again for the support, and I'll probably be back very soon with more live streams and doing some more vlogs, but they will most likely will be at the weekend rather than during the week. I'm currently just going to carry on watching a little bit of YouTube, catching up with some YouTube that I've missed out on while I've not had a chance to watch it all. Still watching The Walking Dead. I'm currently on season 2 of The Walking Dead on Disney Plus. Something I really need to watch. It's something I've dropped more than once, about 2 or 3 times I've dropped it. I've not gone past season 3 because I just thought season 2 was so boring. I'm watching it mostly out of curiosity because I just want to see. I've heard so much stuff. I've heard a lot of people that kept on with it when it was airing. Just kept watching it every time a new season came out. Never dropped it, and a lot of people have said that it really comes into its own and it gets really, really good around about season 4, season 5 onwards. And so that's the reason why I want to watch it, just to see if it does improve somehow. Because the first 3 seasons are a little bit dire, in my opinion. I'm just watching it, and I'm currently watching The Simpsons from the beginning. I'm on season 6, I believe, of that now. So I'm just kind of watching some Disney Plus, watching some YouTube in my spare time, and Netflix and things of that nature. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with more videos, and on my main channel I'll be doing some reviews soon. I've been very neglectful of my reviews, any videos in general on that channel, bear with me. I'm still transitioning into this new job, and I've got a proper structure to my weeks now, which is something also I'm very happy about, that I've got a proper structure to my weeks. So I work the same days every single day, and I've got the same days off every single week as well. So it's easy for me. It's not as harsh as it was when I was at Morrison's, because at Morrison's I was kind of like every week. By the time I finished, every single week was different. My hours every single week was a completely different, different all over the shop, and it was very, very difficult for me to have a pattern, sleep pattern and all that. It was very difficult. But with this job, I have a proper sleep pattern. and I have a proper structure to my weeks, and that's another thing that I'm quite happy about. But yeah, and obviously more money. It's a full-time job. That's another thing. So yeah, thank you very much. See you soon, people, and I'll be back very soon. Bye bye.